Southbury, the referendum just passed, and it's going to impact both your taxes and your home values. And at the same time, we only have 17 single family homes for sale. So how does that affect you? Why should you care? I'm going to get into it. As always, my name is Lisa.antrum, your friend in real estate. If you or someone you know is looking to buy or sell in the Southbury and Naugatuck Valley area, I would love to add you to the hundreds of people that I have helped with their real estate transactions. So please contact me. My information is listed below, and I'd love to add you to our client list. Now let's get into it. All right, so the referendum that the voters approved was the 2026 and 27 budget and a major school project. So first, let me back up and explain again what a referendum is. What a referendum is when there's a big issue facing the town, the voters get a chance to have a say and not just the town officials. So if you are a registered voter in Southbury, or you're not a registered voter but you do own property, you did have the opportunity to vote in the referendum. So your voice really, really matters. So it passed. It's a $224 million bond that was approved to replace the two aging elementary schools, which are Pomperaug Elementary and Gainfield Elementary. And the $95.6 million school budget was also passed. So this means that we're getting two new schools, like I said, and they're going to have modern facilities, pre-K expansion, updated learning spaces, which is all fantastic for the town. And another good thing is it's estimated that 64% is going to be covered by state funding, which is going to reduce the local burden to the taxpayers. So think of it as some things on sale for $224 million, but you're getting 64% off. So that's reducing the tax burden. So yes, it is a big number, but it's not all on the local taxpayers, and it's going to be gradual. It's not like it's going to be done all at once. So let's get into what bonding means. So when you hear that, the town approved a $224 million budget, seems like a really big number, but it's actually a lot like a mortgage. So the way that it works in simple terms is bonding is just basically how a town borrows money to pay for big ticket items like schools, and then it pays it back over time. So the town will spread it out to about over 20, 30 years. So think of it like if you're buying a house, right? You're gonna take out a mortgage, you're not paying cash, but the bank is paying cash up front and you pay it off over time. So the town is doing the same thing, just on a much bigger scale. So the reason why town uses bonds is they pay it off with interest over time. So like I said, it can impact your taxes, but not all at once. And towns use bonds because they want to do big projects like they're doing. They know it's expensive, so this is a way to not have to spend all that money up front, so that it makes sense to the residents because they're paying it over time, because it really would not be fair for current homeowners to have to foot that bill all at once. So in Southbury's case, they approved the town bonding, as you said, so we're borrowing to upgrade the town with help. So yay, that's a good thing. But what you really want to know, right, is how it affects you as a taxpayer. A couple of ways it's going to affect you. Yes, your taxes are going to go up, but like I said, that's gradual. I know I keep saying the same thing, but I kind of want to drive that point home. But here's the good news. Strong schools always equal stronger home values. I moved to Southbury because of the school system. You can do the research yourself. It's one of the top school districts in Connecticut. And this is one of the big drivers of buyer demands. And that comes into play if you're a homeowner thinking of selling, because I'll get into the low inventory in a minute, but right now there's only 17 single family houses for sale in Southbury. I'll get into that in a second. But anyway, so if you look at it like this, Southbury is investing in the future of our town. It's investing in families, it's investing in education, and it's investing in long-term desirability. Whether you agree or disagree with this vote, this is a long-term investment in the town. So if you look at the big picture, that's a good thing. So now let's get into the current housing market in Southbury. So right now, there's only about 17 single-family homes for sale. If you throw in the condos, most of which are at Heritage Village, it's a total of 25. That's extremely low inventory. So the translation is that the sellers are in a very strong position. Buyers, there's a lot of competition out there, which is why you need a good realtor in your corner to help you win those bids. But first, let me explain to you what 3 months of inventory means, which is low inventory. So inventory basically is how long it would take to sell the homes if all the homes, if no new listings came on right now. So 3 months of inventory equals a seller's market. Balanced inventory is about 5 to 6 months, and a buyer's market if there's 7+ months of inventory on the market. So inventory is one of the most important numbers in real estate, and I'm going to break down exactly what that means. It tells us how fast homes are selling compared to how many are available. So here's the formula that we use. Inventory basically equals active listings divided by homes sold per month. So to put it in plain English, 3 months of inventory means if no new homes came on the market, everything currently for sale would be gone in about 3 months, because it takes a couple months usually from start to finish for something to close. Why is that a big deal? Why should you care? I'm gonna break it down like this. 0 to 3 months equals a seller's market, AKA there is more buyers looking for homes than there is homes available for sale. 4 to 6 months is a balanced market, so it's not really a buyer's or a seller's market. It's kind of, everything's kind of at an even keel. 7+ months is a buyer's market. We have not seen that in years. So at 3 months or less, the sellers have an advantage. So let me show you how that affects Southbury. So right now, Southbury has about 17 single-family homes for sale. If 5 to 6 homes are selling each month, that equals 3 months worth of inventory. So what that means is that homes are getting absorbed quickly, there's not enough supply to meet the demand, and buyers are competing for fewer homes. And when buyers are competing for fewer homes, obviously it's a law of supply and demand. That causes home values to rise, and that is why it's so important to have a good real estate agent who is an expert in negotiating, AKA me. But even if you don't choose me, that's good to know. Because what it actually looks like is that translates to multiple offers. Homes are selling quickly, there's strong prices like I said, and the sellers have more negotiating power. So that's why you're seeing homes move fast. It's not random, it's all in the math. The numbers can shift quickly, so if more homes hit the market, inventory goes up. If sales slow down, inventory goes up. If demand increases, inventory goes down. So it's a moving target, but right now, Southbury is pretty tight. So a large portion of the inventory is the condos in Heritage Village as well. So for buyers looking for single family homes, they have very limited choices. Like I said, there's only 17 homes on the market right now, 25 if you include the condos in Heritage Village, and I believe there's only one multifamily, I believe it's a 4-unit in Southbury. So while overall inventory might look one way, the single family market is even tighter. So 3 months of inventory doesn't mean just low supply, it means competition, it means pricing power, and opportunity, depending on which side of the deal that you're on. What else is going on in Southbury? Also, our new first selectman, Tim O'Neill, is very friendly to veterans. And what I mean by friendly to veterans, he wants to go above and beyond to see how Southbury can be more welcoming. So he has a couple of things in the hopper right now, including he's putting together a task force to see how we can better serve veterans and the elderly. So what that means is veterans usually, it's different by town, but get a break on their real estate taxes. And he's trying to see what he can do to help go a little bit further with that, depending on what your service connection is and things like that. And I will get more into that next time. But what you should take away from this is Southbury is still a wonderful place to live. Property values are on the rise. Our town is doing what it can to preserve its integrity for the long term. It's made an investment in the town, which is an investment in families, and they are making a commitment to our veterans as well that serve their country. So any veterans out there, thank you for your service. And as always, feel free to reach out to me directly. My information is below, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good one.